In the UK, Amigo loans, known for its guarantor loans, came under scrutiny for making loans to borrowers and guarantors who arguably couldn't afford them. Abacus, the regulator, found serious failings. The Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, concluded that Amigo's creditworthiness assessments were inadequate and that there was a risk of widespread customer harm. FCA. As a result, Amigo established a scheme of arrangement, sanctioned by the High Court on May 23, 2022, allowing the company to deal with the large volume of complaints and to cap its liabilities. Debt camel. So how did write-off or reduction of debt for Amigo borrowers actually work? First, if a borrower or guarantor believed their loan was unaffordable because Amigo didn't properly assess their ability to repay, they had to make a complaint. Amigo also offered the right of equitable set-off for loans under dispute. If you owed them, say, £600 and they owed you a refund of £300, you could offset so you'd only owe £300. Angel advance. If the complaint was upheld under the scheme, redress would take one of two forms. For borrowers, loans that had been repaid, a refund of interest plus 8% statutory interest. Debt camel. For current loans, still outstanding, the balance could be reduced, the guarantor released, and future payments lowered. Debt camel. However, important to note, the actual payout was only a percentage of the full redress value because Amigo lacked the funds to pay everyone in full. Initially, an estimate of about 41p in the pound was given, but later reduced to about 17p in the pound. Debt camel. There was an exception. If a borrower had repaid more than they borrowed, they might get a full refund of payments made after a certain date. Debt camel. Also, for guarantors, if their complaint was upheld, they were often refunded the full amount they paid plus 8% interest, but only at the percentage rate set under the scheme. The paid more than borrowed test did not apply to guarantors. Debt camel. In terms of writing off the debt, if the complaint resulted in the loan being declared unaffordable and the borrower owed nothing after set-off and redress, then effectively the debt was cleared. For others, the debt was reduced, or the guarantor released, or enforcement stopped. In some cases, loans were sold by Amigo, for example to UK, and enforcement by the purchaser became a matter of dispute. Debt camel. Credit record impacts. For loans upheld under the scheme as unaffordable, default marks or CCJs were removed or set aside. Debt camel.